Geordie, congratulations. I guess first up, when did you find out and how was your reaction?
Uh, Graham Arnold called me yesterday morning, and yeah, it was the best phone call you can get. So I was stoked about it.
You get some pretty good raps. Just had Aidan O'Neill saying he could see you slotting in at a Premier League club one day. Arnie compared you to Scott Chipperfield when he was talking to media yesterday. How's all that sitting with you?
Yeah, look, yeah, it's amazing when people compare me to such good players and high expectations, but I just try focus on today and don't let it get to my head or just keep pushing every day.
Just one more thing. Was Socceroos something you like? Was it a focus for you heading into this season, Geordie? You hadn't played a heap of senior football, and now you've I think, dislodged the captain from left back. You've got a Socceroos call up. Were these things that you had in mind coming into this season as I guess targets?
More so, I was more so focused on the under 23s or like the Olyroos. But yeah, Socceroos was always at the back of my mind. I didn't really think too much of it. I was just hoping for the under 23s call up, but then I got the Socceroos one, which is one step better.
Geordie, could you walk us through just your upbringing in football? I know you've had some trials in Europe, but like, what was your junior club and what's been your progression to the point that you are now at a very young age?
I grew up in Plain Cook, so my junior club was Hoppers Crossing, and then from there I also went Plain Cook, and then from there the state teams, and then from the state team to Melbourne City. So I've been in Melbourne City for a very long time now.
You did trial overseas though. Who did you trial with?
Not really a trial. When I was over there, I'd go for a kick with some of the teams there, but I wouldn't really say trial. But yeah,
Humble, I like it. But anyway, as Harrow mentioned, you have had a breakout season. I mean, we saw flashes of it during the last campaign, but this is really the season where you've made your mark as a senior A-League men player. What do you think's behind, your form this campaign? Is there something you can put a finger on?
Not too sure, to be honest. I think just every game giving it my all and growing confidence as I go. Last season, a bit not as much game time, coming on the bench, starting a couple games, but this season a lot more consistent. So I was able to grow my confidence a bit more and get closer to the team and build that chemistry as well.
Joe, we were just speaking to Aidan about what's happening after this season. I know you'll be focused on your season with Melbourne City, but is overseas, heading to Europe, is that the goal after this one?
It's the goal, yeah, but I'll see how that goes. It's always a player's dream to go over somewhere like that. So if I get the opportunity at the end of this season, then hopefully I can go over there. But yeah, I'll see what happens.
Sorry, you go ahead, Tim.
Yeah, Jordan, given you haven't debuted yet, this might be a tough one, but obviously we start a new 4-year cycle. Part of your long-term goal, I imagine, is to really try and become a mainstay in this team. That World Cup, the massive goal for you. Is that sort of what you're hopeful for long-term over the next sort of 4 years now?
Yeah, definitely. Just, hopefully next World Cup I'd have made my mark a little bit, and hopefully I'm a consistent member as well and get the call up for that as well. But for now I just have to focus on this camp and show the coaching staff and the country what I can do.
Geordie, the reasons you weren't called into the Olyroos squad have now become readily apparent because they were planning on doing one better. But have you spoken with Arnie about maybe going to Paris as well? And is that something you'd like to do, becoming an Olympian as well over the next few years?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him about it, but yeah, definitely wouldn't mind going to the Olympics. But yeah, we'll see what he has on the cards for me.
We heard from Aidan before about how playing next to Valon this season has really helped him and that relationship that he's been able to build up with Valon. Is there anybody in the team that you really bond with, maybe somebody that's been a mate to you that's helped you this season or a mentor to you this season?
Definitely Jamo as well, being the left back, mentoring me throughout the season. I think Lex and I work very well down the left there because he's also comes back and helps me a bit. He's a machine as well, so that helps me out. But I think just all the boys really, we all work well together. Having Ado there as a 6 as well. You just know that you have freedom, and if it doesn't work out, you have somebody to cover you. So always helps knowing that, especially with the Curtis as well. You know what I mean?
Having seen his tweet, does Gemmo really think he's like Daley Blind now, playing in the midfield?
No, I don't see that tweet, but yeah, he he doesn't mind talking himself up in the 6th position there, but he does well wherever he's put. So yeah.
Geordie, just back on that.
Sorry, go.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I was just going to say back on the sort of overseas question. Like, do you feel ready for that move? Like, if you were to go over in the sort of the European summer, like you sort of feel ready for that step up?
Yeah, I think you can't really be certain until you get there, but I think I'd give it a good crack, and I think I'm ready for the next steps. So hopefully I can test that out.
What do you think it'll do for you, Geordie, going up and training with Aziz, who's obviously had such a good World Cup, who's been so impressive at left back, a real stalwart for the national team. You get to go up against him.
Yeah, no, definitely just learn as much as I can from him, and I'm excited to just learn off all the boys really, get that experience, and see what I need to do to get in that spot.
Jody, Ani was talking about a lot of the players' versatility yesterday, and I know you've played a variety of positions throughout your career in the NPL as well. You're established as a left back now, but do you feel like you're capable of doing a job anywhere on the left flank, or even centrally or on the right, if needed, for both City and the Socceroos?
Yeah, wherever the coaching staff want me, wherever I'm needed, I'll give it my best. But I think left wing especially. Maybe even in the middle, right wing, and right back as well. So anyway, I think just get me on.
Because obviously the Socceroos are coming back it's a game in Sydney and a game in Melbourne. Your family's down here in Melbourne. Are you going to get them all up to Sydney just in case that's where you make your debut, or are you going to ask Gardy which one you're going to debut in so you can figure it out?
Yeah, I don't think I even need to tell them. I think they're already booking their flights, but yeah. Hopefully the Melbourne one as well. But